Hello everyone, this is Aparna Bhat and welcome to my YouTube channel Abhijna Legal Maps. Today we are going to discuss a topic relating to Contract Act and the topic is section 73. This speaks regarding how a compensation has to be decided. So when there is a breach of contract, so you all may be knowing that whenever there is a contract, so person Mr. A contracts with Mr. B. So when A contracts with Mr. B, A has certain obligations, B has certain obligations. They have to perform their part of the contract, and when they do not perform their part of the contract, it arises to breach of contract. When there is a breach of obligations, then breach of contract. So if B does not perform his obligations, then there would be breach of contract, and that is why A may suffer loss. He may suffer loss or he may suffer damage, right. So when this is the case, A can ask for compensation. Okay. So A can ask for the compensation from B for loss or damage which has occurred to him due to the breach of the contract, and the breach was made by B. So this is the basic principle that a person has to get a compensation for loss or damage occurred to him due to breach of contract. But to what extent, to what all damages can be covered, what all damages can be considered for granting compensation, because there are different types of damages like general damages or natural damages we call, or special damages also we have, or we can also call it as remote damage, special damage or remote damage. Here we can also study the principle of proximity and the principle of remoteness. Here there are two principles which we can understand. So see here, see if we check this, if we check section 73, we have three paragraphs, okay. Section 73 para 1, section 73 para 2 and section 73 para 3. So what do they state? Whatever causes or whatever loss is occurring naturally due to the breach of contract. So damages arising naturally from the breach of contract, and some damages which arise but they are not naturally from the breach of contract, and the third case is where compensation can be awarded in the case of quasi contracts, obligations in the nature of the contract. Regarding these three circumstances, we can find different paras given under section 73. Okay. So section 73 says that. So let me take you to our section 73. Section 73 has maximum number of illustrations, right from 73 like A to R. It means up to 18 illustrations you have. So you may get those illustrations, any of the illustrations, as a form of a multiple choice question. Okay. See here, if we see section 73, so here we can find three parts, the first part, the second para and the third para, and the last one is the explanation, not that relevant, but these three things are very important. The first portion says that whichever naturally arises, whatever loss or damage which naturally arises from the breach of the contract, in such circumstances compensation can be awarded. So it gives two circumstances where naturally arising from the breach of the contract, damages naturally arising from breach of the contract, or in the case where such damages where the parties knew that if this breach of the contract is committed, then this person will necessarily occur some damages. It could be natural damages or it could be special damages also. Okay. So parties knowledge. These are the two circumstances where compensation can be awarded. So generally we can term it as, this is the principle of proximity. Principle of proximity. We can also find the principle. The first principle was enunciated in the case law Hadley versus Baxendale, a very important case, landmark case, an English case law, Hadley versus Baxendale. What occurred here, what happened here in the Hadley versus Baxendale? In this case, in Hadley versus Baxendale, there was a mill owner, mill was there, a machine was not working properly. That's why they entrusted the machine to be repaired through a carrier. They wanted to transport this machine to a particular place in England. So, they entrusted that machine to a carrier so that this carrier would take it to such place and there they would repair it, right. So, this is there is a contract between this mill and the carrier, a common carrier, but there was a delay. When the machine, when the carrier, when it reached the destined place, there was some delay, due to which some loss has occurred to mill. Okay. So, this is a natural damage naturally arising out of this delay. But if the mill owner claims that due to this particular delay, he had to close the mill or he lost a particular order which he had to complete within few days, those are kind of special damages. In that case, the carrier did not know about this. No, it was a too remote instance. Natural instance, it would know that because of delay some damages will occur. But the mill had to close, or he lost a particular contract, this person lost a particular order, those are all too remote causes, and they, in such circumstances, damages or compensation cannot be awarded unless this party knew about that particular instance. Okay. So, this was enunciated in the principle in the case of Hadley versus Baxendale. So, this is a case, this principle or the same principles have been enunciated in section 73. So, here we can find the principle of remoteness. So, here it says compensation cannot be awarded to such damages which are not naturally arising from the breach of the contract. Okay. But, so such not naturally arising damages are known as special damages. So, in the case of special damages, compensation cannot be awarded, but it has an exception. What is the exception? If the parties knew about that particular special damages, then special damages can be awarded. So, this is an instance, this is a situation where if the parties knew the particular consequence would have occurred, be it natural damages or be it special damages, the parties have to pay the compensation. That is the meaning which we can find under section 73 and section 73 para 2. In these two paras we can find. And the third para, the third part of the section 73, it speaks regarding quasi contracts. What do you mean by quasi contracts? Those contracts which do not, those obligations, we cannot call them as contracts also, those are some obligations where all the essentials of a valid contract cannot be found, but they resemble, the obligations resemble the contract. Okay. So, that is why even in case of quasi contracts, if there is any damage, then how in normal contract, whatever the rule is applicable, these rules are applicable in the case of a ordinary or normal contract. The same rule applies to this kind of quasi contracts also. So, we can give the example for quasi contracts as a finder of a lost goods, or a tradesman or a delivery boy who has wrongly delivered the property to someone else instead of the Mr. A. So, what will happen in such situations? What will happen? There, although the party who took delivery, he and the tradesman did not have any kind of contract, but that person who took delivery, who took wrong delivery, he has certain obligations to deliver it to a right person, right. So, those obligations are there in kind of quasi contracts, and when there is a breach of such obligations, then naturally what all damages a person has to pay in the ordinary contract, in the same way even in the case of quasi contracts, they can sue for the damages which are naturally arising out of such quasi contracts. Okay. So, this is about our section 73 which speaks regarding compensation. So, regarding compensation we do not have only 73, we also have 74, 75, but in today's class we are just discussing only about section 73. And also please refer to all these illustrations. We find, see, from A to S illustrations we have, any one of the illustrations may be given in the examination as a multiple choice question, and you may like that example can be given, and different consequences can be asked in the examination. Okay. Yes. So, this was all about our 73. So, this is our new YouTube channel, that is Abhijna Legal Maps, where you can subscribe to this, because especially this is English related lectures are there, and you can find this challenge. What is this? This is, there is a WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group, that is Target Judiciary 2024 group we have. So far every day I would be giving a particular section to read to the students, so that they can that continuity would be there regarding their studies and their judiciary examination preparation. Okay. So, likewise whatever section I had given as a challenge, those sections I would take up, and I am giving lectures in this YouTube channel. And you also have Abhijna Law Series Google app, which you can download from the Play Store, and we also are launching a new book study material, that is Code of Civil Procedure for judiciary examinations, where every state student can refer that book, which would be in a concise form, a quick notes for judiciary examination students. So, if you are interested, you can contact the number which is appearing on the screen, and also you can check in the website www.abhijnalegal.in. Okay. So, this was all about our lecture today, and do not forget to subscribe this YouTube channel. Henceforth daily you will find different English lectures, law related lectures, which are especially for South Indian judiciary aspirants, where they find a less number of lectures in English or in the regional languages. In such case you can always refer to Abhijna Legal Maps. So, this is all about simplifying, visualizing and legalizing the law concepts. So, if you liked this video, do like it, and also share it among your family and friends who are interested in this judiciary examinations. So, this is all about today's class. See you in my next video. Until then, namaste.